Y'all, hello. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I see you guys popping in. Thanks so much. Glad to have you here. Hello, replay viewers and catch viewers. Thanks for being here as well, guys. We are gonna finally take off the embroidery stabilizer from block number 7, so we'll get to actually see what this looks like for the first time. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna flip y'all around. Hey there! Good evening, guys! Hello! How are you doing tonight? Hello! Thanks for coming in. We are going to take off the stabilizer from this guy. Look how little some of these stitches are. It's been hard because we haven't been able to really see what it looks like on this dark blue color. We used like a light blue here, and we haven't really been able to see it because the stabilizer is kind of making it light and it's all blending in. But we are going to take off the stabilizer and finally see what it looks like. I'm excited. And then after we're done doing that, we still are working on block 4. So I'm still putting all these little ferns up here. I think I want to do 3 more, and I want to get these done so I can take a photo of my first 7 so I can post it on the website. They're having a little post your first 7 sort of contest, so I want to do that. But yeah, you guys, this is, oh, well, first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, and that's where we create lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm a fabric designer and the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery as well, and I'm so happy you guys are here. I am here every day, every night at 9:30 p.m. Central, and it's just the time to chill and craft and chit-chat, and so grab whatever you're working on, and we'll do it here tonight. Like I said, we are going to embroider tonight and take off this embroidery. So this is the Sticky Fabri-solvy. If you guys haven't seen it, it's by Sulky. Sulky's the brand. You're looking for, it's the blue and the black. And you make sure you get all the words right. It's Sticky Fabri-solvy. So why I love it, this is the 8.5 by 11 size, which makes it easy to run through the printer. And that is straight up the reason why I use it. Like, hands down, that is purely the only reason I use it. Because I just, you can't tell anymore because I stitched over it, but I just photocopied this right to one of those sheets. I didn't have to trace, I didn't have to do anything, and it just sticks on like a sticker, and you just stitch right through it. And then now, since we're done stitching, we are going to dissolve it. So it's Sticky Fabri-solvy, so it sticks on and washes off. Those are the 2 keys. How does it go on, and how does it come off? And that's kind of what you're looking for with any stabilizer, embroidery stabilizer. How does it go on, how does it come off? So sticky on, water off, that's what we're using here. My favorite thing ever. So let's get going. I'm gonna flip you guys around. I got my 2 waters here ready to go. Whoop, flip. There, I have to do a manual flip. Here we go. So I'm going to use one water to kind of start it. You'll kind of see why after a little bit. But Cora, you're totally right. It is completely like magic. So I want the least amount of this stuff, of the Fabri-solvy on here as possible, just because it flakes off. And it's going to have a bunch of flakes in the water here, and I'm not going to really want that. I want to reduce that as much as possible. So I'm going to actually just, with my... I haven't done this before, but I'm going to just try it with my seam ripper just to kind of pick up a little area, because I don't want to cut into my fabric, so I don't want to use the scissors and accidentally cut into it. But I thought maybe I could lift this off a bit. I don't know. We could just dissolve it with it all on too. It wouldn't really matter all that much. But I figured if I could get some of this off, it'd be helpful. So I'm just trying to grab it. I don't know if it's going to work, though. Oh, here we go. There we go. So I got a little pocket going here now. So I'm going to just pop a hole in there. There we go. So now I'm going to go around with the scissors, I think. Let's get some of it off here, though, first. Wow, that's on there pretty good, actually. I might just end up dissolving the whole thing But I'm gonna still try to get some of it off of here. And again, I don't really have to be doing this right now. It's just to reduce some of this bulk. But there we go. Let's trim some of that off. You're gonna want to be really careful if you're doing this though, because you don't want to cut your fabric. And you know what? That might be a reason enough not to not to do this. So let's I think I'm gonna just keep it all on. This is the beauty of this. Let's just do it like that. So here's my water. So now this should dissolve right off, and it just takes a little bit of time. I'm just dropping it all in the water there. And then I'm gonna just kind of gently touch it. I mean, I'm not agitating it all that much. I'm just kind of gently rubbing on it. You can kind of see it right where we took this stuff off. It's kind of starting to flake off. Oh, here you go. Now it's starting to flake off over here as well. So it just dissolves, which is just amazing. But yeah, I mean, the only reason, again, really that I'm using this versus not using it is because I can print right to it, and then I don't have to trace. I don't have to wonder how am I gonna get my transfer on here. I mean, I'm doing it on a dark fabric here. Yeah, totally easy peasy. I'm doing it on a dark fabric, so this would be pretty difficult to trace through, which is kind of the typical method to get a transfer on. And this way I just avoid that completely. So first of all, it allows me to use to transfer my design onto difficult fabrics, like a thick fabric like felt, for example, or a dark fabric. But again, the real reason is I don't have to trace. I can print it out and I am done. Tracing is the worst. But here, now you can kind of see all these little pieces. That's why I wanted to get as much off as I could beforehand, just because it makes my water all messy. But yeah, so it'll start out at this point here. This process never gets old. That's good, Kathy. So see, so now we got the bulk of it off. Now it's just all these little pieces, you know, next to the stitches. So then we're just gonna keep it in the water. And I would do this normally over, I'd probably fill up my sink with water and then do it in the sink. Not like 2 bowls of water like this, but you know, this works fine too. So I'm just kind of going over every stitch and just lightly, just touching it a little, just helping out that Fabri-solvy to dissolve. That's all. So we'll just hang out here for a little while. Let me know what you guys are working on tonight. Did you guys have a good Saturday? It was summer here today. I'm telling you, we have all the windows open yet. It is so beautiful. Oh, the Hexie still. How far are you on the giant quilt? How's that going? But it was, I got my running stuff on and I even like ran outside, which, you know, I don't do very often. That was pretty crazy. Oh, it was a beautiful day there in Jersey too. I was sewing a tote. That's cool. Your manicure always looks nice. This is OPI, oh gosh, what is it called now? Samoan sand, I think. Oh, you're about a quarter done with your giant hexie quilt. That's pretty amazing. Oh, you'll embroider, yay! That's nice. All right, so see how dirty this is getting? I'm gonna transfer it to the clean water now because all we have are these little pieces on here and this is just getting too messy. I can't see what's going on. So that one's done. We'll move that to the side and get clean water out. Ooh, you're sewing block 6. Oh my gosh, this water's freezing compared to the other water. That was poor planning. Block 6, that is, the one with the arrows, right? Block 6, yes, the one with the little, oh wait, no, did we just do that one? No, the one with the cute little arrows in, that looks almost like a present, I think. It looks like a that little box surrounding the little arrows. Yes, focal point. There you go. Yes, that's the one. That one was fun. I really loved doing that one. You know what? I'm really enjoying all of these. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you know, I'm not surprised actually. I'm a little surprised at how much I like every block. Like, I thought I'd have fun and I thought I'd like the blocks, but I'm like in love with the blocks as I stitch them and work on them. So, all right, we are still getting little pieces out. We're looking pretty good though. Not too shabby. I'm gonna just kind of go over all of them again really quickly, just kind of rub on them again just to make sure that they're all out. But I don't know, it's looking pretty good. It's looking like we got most of it. Can't wait for block 11! Thanks. 11 is my block. So I think that's not this Sunday, but the Sunday after is gonna be my block. I'm excited too. I'm curious how people are gonna take it. Because there is embroidery in it, and I don't know if everyone's been so wild with embroidery. But I like embroidery. You know, it's actually kind of interesting when each designer, I don't know if you guys know this, each designer was kind of told what like genre or medium, I guess, what medium, I don't know, that's not right either. What technique, there you go. They were kind of told what technique to use, and it was all within, you know, what they usually do. So like embroidery, just piecing or paper piecing or applique or all that. So we kind of, that was our starting point, is we got what category we would be in. And then from there, we could do whatever we wanted, as long as it kind of told a story a little bit, or, you know, something special with that we feel about quilting and all that. So we started though with what category to go in, and I was in embroidery, so you're not getting around embroidery. I know, I am so honored that I gotta have a chance to be in it. I really am. You know, I think it's just from knowing Pat. I mean, Pat Sloan is one of the people who started it. I've been on her radio show before. She does the quilting podcast. Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on what it is. You guys might know it. It's on every Monday. On oh my god, what's the quilting podcast? I forget. But yeah, so I've been on that before a couple times. And I think we just know each other from that and from quilt markets and that sort of thing. I mean, she knows everyone in quilt land, like fabric designers and pattern makers and all that. Yeah, I think, isn't that it? No, it's the quilting radio. It's yeah, American Patchwork and Quilting. There it is. Gosh, geez, just couldn't spit it out. All right, I think we're good. Let's take a look at this quickly. Oh, see, now you can start to see the lightness on the dark. We didn't get to ever see that yet. Oh, did you guys? So here's my little blocks. So I have this is block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, and block 5. Wait, is this block 5? Wait. Yeah, I think this one was block 5. So I got the first 5 blocks stitching there. I think we're looking pretty good. I don't see any Fabri-solvy. Oh, maybe by that butterfly there. We'll get that. Why are you soaking this though? Okay, so I'm soaking it because if you watch the start of this, it had embroidery stabilizer all over it. It had sticky Fabri-solvy, and I printed the pattern on that, and now I'm taking it off. It dissolves in water, so that's what I'm doing now. All right, so we're ready to move on to the iron. So I'm gonna just drop this off on my little ironing board there. Let's move our, you know what? I'm gonna just completely move this water out of the way. Okay, here we go, guys. So I got my iron here. It's this sticky Fabri-solvy. You can print directly to it. Sticky Fabri-solvy. So yeah, so you can copy or print directly to it. So I didn't trace my pattern. I didn't do anything to the pattern. I just got to print it right out, and which is super fun. Makes it really, really, really quick. I gotta move this other thing of water too. Okay. right, now I got a clean table ready for ironing. So I always press embroideries on a poofy towel. This is a towel that it's kind of just layered like 3 or 4 times. Because we want to preserve... Oh, it doesn't... Oh, the Pellon one is okay. I still like Sulky. Sulky holds onto the fabric a little bit better than the Pellon. What's the Pellon? Pellon stick, sew-and stick or something like that. But yeah, I think the Sulky's a little bit better. If you guys want some, I do carry it on my website. It's penguinandfish.com in the stitch category. It's there. But anyway, I love it. It comes in a roll too, but if you can get the stuff that's the 8.5 by 11 sheets, then you can print it right in the printer. All right, so I'm facing this. Oh, look at it. It's so cute. I love the little... I haven't looked at it through the phone yet. And the phone like ups the contrast a little bit, so now you can really kind of tell the stitching. Okay, so I'm putting it face down because we want to preserve the stitches. By having it on the poofy towel, the stitches are going to go into the towel. They're not going to flatten because we spend all that time on the stitches. We don't want to flatten it. All right, so I have a hot iron and I'm going to just really press on there. I don't have steam on the iron because we don't need it. You know, we have a super wet towel or super wet embroidery. We don't need more wetness with steam. So this is actually going to dry out our block too while we do it. So you can already tell. See, we have these lighter parts now. We're drying it out right away. So this is especially helpful if you've left it in your hoop for a very long time and you have hoop marks. You know, that can be something that you don't want is all the big crinkle circle from the hoop. If you get it wet like this and press it like this, that should get rid of all of your hoop marks. But like we're almost completely dry already. I'm gonna just move it over. We got a little bit more wetness here, so let's move to a drier part of the towel and finish it up. But this, it just completely dries it out already. All right, and I think we are pretty near done. So here we go. Yay, let's fix the little eyeballs. There we go, block number, let's tilt it down a little bit more. Block number 7. Finally done, guys. So here, let me flatten it out. There you go. All the little stitches. There we go, in focus there. So funny. Yeah, it was fun doing the light on the dark. I like just the all one color. I've been kind of excited about that one color thing lately. So yay, we got that done. All right, guys, I'm gonna set it on the side right here so we can still see it. And now I still have to finish, oh, I got this all wet. I have to finish block number 4 yet. Oh, thanks, Cora. Look, I got water all over it. So that'll have to dry out. But yeah, I like it. It's so, it's fun. I like this little extra border. So we still do have to cut it down. And I'm not going to do that tonight. You know what? I might not cut down, you know, these are all supposed to be 6.5 inches. So I don't think I'm going to trim any of my blocks until we're done and I'm ready to lay them out. So this one's bigger too. This one's about 7 inches. I kind of have this blue line. I don't know if you can see that, kind of framing it up. So that will trim down as well. But again, I think I'm going to wait till we're at the end of this, you know, at least 50 in. I'll wait till we're 50 blocks in instead of just 10 blocks or 8 blocks, whatever we're on 8 now. Just because I don't want it to keep fraying and stuff by taking it in and out of my binder. So I'm going to keep it that size. But all right, let's get back to this. I might have gotten some Fabri-solvy blobs on here, so I might have to wet this all down too when we're done. Okay, I am going to continue with these little ferns. I'm using 2 strands of floss for them, and I think this looks like, yep, this is already 2 strands of floss ready to go. Okay, oh, you know what? I need a hoop. Let's get my little 6-inch hoop out here. I'm so happy with how this guy turned out. It's such a surprise when you take the Fabri-solvy off. Especially with this one because it was almost the same color as the Fabri-solvy. It was kind of difficult to see. All right. Okay, I might want to scooch it down a hair. So this block isn't quite big enough for me to really get it in this hoop how I'd like, but I think we're gonna be fine. Tighten that up, pull it as a little taut. I'm just pulling it a hair taut. I don't want to stretch the fabric so I'm distorting it or anything. I'm just getting it so it's not completely loose in here. Tightening it up again. All right, so we got these 2 purple ones done. They come down to here, and then we got a few of it going in the water here. I think I'm gonna do, I have it kind of drawn out. I think I'm gonna do 1 more here, and then we'll do 2 more little bits on the side. Maybe we'll just do 1. I don't know yet. We'll do this one here for sure, and then this one here. We'll start there and see what we got. All right, here's our, did I tie a knot in one side? No. Okay, 2 strands of floss. I'm gonna do the whole away knot again. And if you've been watching me, I use the away knot all the time. Where are my needles? Got those. So I'm gonna grab an embroidery needle out of here. An embroidery needle just has a bigger eye than a normal sharps needle. And it also has a sharp point. It's different than a cross-stitch needle because a cross-stitch needle has a large eye like this, but it has a blunted point. And to go through this fabric, you're going to want to pierce the fabric, so you're going to need a sharp point. Okay. So I'm going to start with my away knot. And again, I'm using away knots just so I can weave in the ends when I'm done. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm really loving how this guy's turning out too. You know, I'm loving how all the blocks are turning out. They've all been just so fun to do. You know, and like I was saying, I was expecting it to be fun, but it's even more fun. Oh, you know what I'm going to do here too, guys? I'm going to sketch out, let me grab my, here we go. I got my water erasable fabric marking pen. I am going to kind of draw out where I want these leaves to be, just so I can get the right angle. So let's just throw in a couple lines. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. So I'm just, that'll give me some good start and end points for my little loops, just so I can keep them at a good angle. We're gonna have them come down through here, and we'll have some more right here. All right, then let's see. The stem will, kind of curves here. It'll come here, and then let's scooch it down like this or something. All right, that's the plan. I'm gonna do the little leaves first, and then I'll come back and do the back stitching for the stem. Okay. So these are just a bunch of single chain stitches. Sometimes people call them lazy daisy stitches, but the lazy daisy is actually when you do a bunch of the single chains and put it in a circle to make a little daisy. So this is a single chain. So you're making a loop. So you can kind of see my thread is looping around, and I'm gonna go in basically the exact same hole I just came out of. Then I'm gonna come up through my loop. So I got my circle here, and I'm coming up through that. And my loop is gonna get caught on that new thread that I just pulled up. And I'm not gonna pull it super tight, because if I pull it super tight, it'll just look like a line. I want it to look like a rounded leaf, so I'm gonna only pull it a little bit. I'm not gonna pull it too tight. And then I'm gonna make one tiny little stitch going over the edge, opposite edge of that leaf to just tack it down. So we're just tacking down the top with a tiny little stitch there. And we are just gonna keep doing that all the way down. I like using my thumb to kind of keep this circle in place. I can also just go in and then come right out at the same time. There we go. And tacking it down. Thanks for joining. Hello, Vanessa. We just finished our little block here, and now we're moving on to our block number 4 again. I'd like to finish this up. It might be a lot to finish in this evening yet, but I do want to take that cute picture of all the 7 together, you know, for everyone's posting their 7 on the blog or on the website, and I wanted to do that too. And my mom sent me hers, and I gotta edit that and throw it up there yet too. Oh, we're flipped? Oh man, I hate when I think. Good? All right. Thanks, Kathy. I like this color purple on the background here. I think that was kind of fun. It's just subtle. Like I like that you can barely see it, but it just puts more flowers in here, and I like that. Sleepy, but you made it. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate it. Vanessa, that's sweet. All right, so now I'm just putting fake leaves in here with little stitches. I'm not doing the whole chain stitch because we don't actually... I can't get the stitches behind these little flowers. I just want it to look like they're behind the flowers. So we're faking that we're putting chain stitches back there when we're really not. Same with these here. I might actually go back up and put the little back stitches in here before jumping below this little flower. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I wonder if we can get, let's do a chain stitch here. We'll do this one as a little leaf. There, that one got in front of the stem a little bit, maybe. I think we'll do a chain stitch for this one too. Some little leaves down here. And then maybe a leaf popped out from this flower a little bit. There, that one's kind of funny. That kind of looks like it's behind there. Let's see, how much floss do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna just go up here. I'm gonna do my back stitches up here, and then we'll start down here and do all the back stitches all the way down with a new piece of floss, I think. So I'm almost out of this floss. I don't think we're gonna make it all the way down there. So I might work on this one tonight and just finish it, no matter where we end up here tonight, just because I do want to get this one done. I'm using a size 5 embroidery needle by DMC, but you can just look for any embroidery needle, really. It should say embroidery on there, and what you're looking for is, I like this thickness of it. You're looking for an embroidery needle because you want the bigger eye. There you can see the eye, so it holds the floss really well. You want a sharp point, and you don't want it super fat. I mean, when you see it, it should be pretty standard when you see it in the store. You don't want it super fat because you don't want to poke giant holes in your fabric. But yeah, this one specifically is a size 5 embroidery needle by DMC. You can get some that are a little longer, a little shorter, a little thinner, but they'll all do the same job. No problem. Actually, I think I talked about this a couple days ago, but I think I'm going to start carrying all of these basic supplies that I really like. I think I'm going to start carrying them in the shop. And I think I might actually do like a really cute tote bag or something with a little embroidery that you can embroider on right on the front to hold all the supplies. I just need to figure out the rest of it, but I think that might be fun. All right, there we go. There's that guy. Yeah, and have, I'm actually thinking of it as like a downloadable PDF starter kit, I guess. So I'm gonna have a pack of the Sticky Fabri-solvy in there, and then needles and a couple different size hoops, and maybe some floss and stuff too. Just like everything you need to get going with all your PDF downloads, though, like specifically for those. Because I have kits and everything still, but that's got the iron on already in there and all ready to go. So that has all the supplies you need in there too, but I thought one specifically for PDFs would be kind of fun. Then it would have the Fabri-solvy in there too. I don't know. That's what's going around in my head right now. All right, so now let's go back to the away knot that we made at the beginning here. I'm going to snip that off. And that leaves me with a little hanging thread in the back, and that we are going to put on our needle again and weave that in as well. Then we won't have any knots. You can kind of see that I did do knots with the green. I did the green ones without a hoop, and it was easier for me to do the knots without the hoop. I see, I have a book. I didn't catch that. Sorry. Something about a book. All right, there we go. Let's keep going. I got another 2 strands of floss already here. So let's just... Oh, this one has a knot in the end already, so I must have... Oh, this one's kind of short. I must have started this one already at a different time. Molly Makes Boom Book. Oh, Molly Makes Book. The removal of the Fabri-solvy and the way knot. What a night, yes. Yeah, I got my two favorite things all in one night. The Fabri-solvy and the way knot. I mean, really, when I learned how to do the way knot, that really did change how I do embroidery. I always use no way knot now. See, I just made one there, and I'm gonna continue with my little leaves here. It's so much easier to stitch when you have that clean back without all the knots all over the place catching on things. How do you do a way knot? So it's what I did right there. All it is a knot at the end of my floss, and then I wanted to start my stitches here, so I go about 4 or 5 inches away. Oh, you got a book and I'm in it. Oh, that's interesting. What book is it? So about 4 inches away. and you go from the front to the back, and all that's doing is it's making a big old thing on the back here, a big old jump. So we're gonna just leave that there while we stitch, and then when we're done, you cut it off and you weave it in. It's so we don't have a knot on the back of the embroidery. It just makes the embroidery flatter, and I think it's more secure than a knot. I should actually do like I should do a washer test of that sometime. But yeah, I really love it. You know, when you have knots in the back, sometimes when you pull the thread, you can pull all the threads to the front, and that's super annoying. And when you're stitching, sometimes the floss gets caught on all the knots, and it just makes for a messy back. And not that a messy back is bad, it's just gets frustrating because you get other knots and, floss gets everywhere and all that. It just becomes more enjoyable when you don't have to deal with that at all during your embroidery. So that's why I do it. We're going to make a couple more fake little leaves up in here. That one I didn't pull very tight. There, that's a little loose one. I don't know, how far down should I go with these leaves? Like, it could stop there, maybe. But I could maybe have a couple leaves come down. Let's just keep going. I'm going to have some leaves get down a little further here. I'm not sure there's going to be enough floss on here to do all the back stitches to go down into the water, but we'll see. I'll definitely have to get more floss anyway, because I got these guys over here to do yet. Yeah, this is still got to go behind it, I think. I suppose it should come out of this side though too. So let's do like a tiny little loopy thing, almost like a chain stitch, a fake chain stitch a little bit. A little wider one. I'm trying to make it look like there's a leaf going behind the stem, but it's getting just kind of busy down here. That might be a good reason to just stop. We could just do the stitches now. You know what? I want to fill this tiny space in here. I'm going to add one more leaf. This one looks really awesome. Oh, thanks so much, Kathy. This is one of my favorite ones, I think, actually now. Just because it's so, like, 70s room. I don't know. 70s living room. I kind of love it. Maybe we'll just put one leaf on it there. All right, I'm going to just start putting a stem in and see where we're at. Thanks, guys. You're nice. So I have barely any more floss on the needle here, so we will definitely have to put some more on to get these stems all the way into the water here. How are we doing on time? Okay. The camera or my phone doesn't always like when I'm embroidering because it's like a lot of fast movements for it. So hopefully it doesn't cut out super early tonight. All right. This guy's getting down into the water. Let's curve him a little this way. That's maybe too much right away. Helps us remind me. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, time change tomorrow. Okay, wait. Spring forward, fall back. So spring forward, that means the clock moves forward. So, wait, fall back, spring forward. You lose an hour in a sleep. Okay, yeah, because it ends up being the hour that you wake up faster. Okay, yeah. Okay, so when it's 6 a.m., it'll actually be 7 a.m. Right? Okay, there we go. That's what it is. Spring forward. Okay, well, I kind of go by my phone, so I'm hoping my phone auto does the whole thing. It's like at 2 a.m. or something, right? Like, when does the switch happen? That was the hour I was going to work out to. Oh no, that sucks. That's funny, Kathy. Okay, let's start the stitch. The water, I have the water starting and I'm having it kind of refract the branches, or not the branches. Okay, 2 a.m. The stems. So I'm kind of starting my stems a little off on purpose. So, okay, I think that's the last stitch I can get out of there. So let's weave in the ends again. I forgot about that time change deal. That's what I got you guys for, reminding me of all that fun stuff. It's fun to watch the phone if you're up. I don't think I've ever been up for that. That's kind of funny. Does it freak out? Or does it say, congratulations, it's spring? That would be kind of nice. All right. Let's snip that. So here's my away knot again. So the away knot, I'm going to snip that off again. That leaves the little deal. Oh, he's working. Is he still liking his job? It's not nice to have to change. Yeah, it's definitely nice not to have to change clocks, for sure. You know what, though? My husband and I use our alarm clocks, or use our phones as our alarm clocks, but we actually do still have alarm clocks in our bedrooms that we're just not using. And sometimes we will leave those on for the entire time. So they're always like an hour ahead or an hour off, just for half the year. I'm going to try and maybe adjust it for real this time, though. I don't know. We're lazy with those clocks. There's a few states that don't do the time change, though, right? Like, I don't know, doesn't Arizona or something? Or maybe not Arizona, but I don't know. Isn't there some state that doesn't do it? Arizona doesn't. Yep, Indiana doesn't either. Yeah, my father-in-law, he used to be a district manager for a company, and he would fly around all the time, and he would have to remember which, the time zones that didn't change and that did change, and sometimes they changed within the same state, and it was just crazy how he had to keep track of all that. And for meetings, and people would always have to say in meetings what time zone they really meant, or what daylight savings time or whatever that they really meant. The whole thing's just a pile of silly, I think. All right, here's my 2 strands. A whole pile of silly. I'm in Las Vegas. It's the time moved an hour for us to the west. Oh, really? So yours changes, or yours doesn't change, and the rest of the West Coast does. All right, here we go. Let's get my away knot going again. We'll throw it over here. Yes, longer days are definitely nice. And I'm going to continue with this little stem that's going down in the water. Maybe we'll have it come in front of this green leaf. I think that's what or green stem. I'm going to do that. Yeah, why can't we just stick one time to one time or another? I know, and just deal with it. Get used to whatever that is, I'm with ya, Kathy. Or Cora. Did Cora used to say that? Okay, almost done with this one. I think we're having it cross over here a little bit. Yes, it's very outdated. Everything just gets messed up is what happens. All right, so let's try and figure out where these other stems will go, because I'm at the bottom here, and it'd be nice to be able to go up a little bit without losing all my floss. So let's see, this one kind of comes here. That means it would come down here. We'd get a few leaves in here, but we probably wouldn't see the stem. And then the stem would probably come like right here. That makes sense, right? And let's have it come down here. So we're kind of filling this space. All right, that's where we're going next. Oh, what about Twizzlers? That sounds so delicious. You know, I've been watching, you know, on TV they got all these jelly bean commercials starting now, and jelly beans are my favorite, and that's gonna be a problem soon if I give into the jelly beans again. I've never seen chocolate black Twizzlers before, but I don't know. Those jelly beans, like, that triggered something in me. I saw the jelly bean commercial today, and then all the rest of the day I've just wanted something like that, like anything, like jelly beans or Skittles or Twizzlers would totally do just fine. But those like gummy, sugary something or anothers. Just from seeing those jelly beans online. Yeah, they do. See, you know, that's a problem too, because we have a CVS within walking distance, and sometimes we'll get such, like, we want candy, like, right now, and we need to have candy, and so then we have to go walk over there and get candy, but I'm trying to not do that. But yeah, I'm trying not to give in, but I don't know, jelly beans are my favorite candy, and it's jelly bean time of year. That's good, Cora. What day are you on now? You gotta be almost halfway done, I would think now, right? That's pretty dang amazing. Cora's doing the whole 30. Oh, day 16! Awesome! I feel like after day 15 is when I started to really get in the groove of it. The birdie bots, we tried, I'm not sure if they were the birdie bots, but they were the ones that have like the disgusting flavors in. My family, actually, they were playing a board game, and whenever anyone did something stupid, basically, they were forced to eat one of those and not know, like, it was the Jelly Belly version of it, so it could either be Tutti Frutti or like barf, you know? Yes, exactly. So they had to spin the wheel whenever they do something dumb, like a little knot here. I'm gonna get there with another needle. Like if they drop the dice or something like that, then I wasn't playing. But yeah, if you drop the dice or do something stupid, then you have to spin the wheel of doom or something and then eat one of these jelly beans, which, you know, as it turned out, we were thinking that like at least 80% are the disgusting ones. And there'd be like 2 of the decent ones. The popper ones, yeah, those were definitely not my favorite. I personally like Brock's jelly beans, the jelly bird eggs that come out only at Easter. They have the Brock's jelly beans that are always around, like in gas stations and CVS. Like I can always go get the Brock's jelly beans, but they're not the same. They don't taste the same as the ones that come out in Easter. Oh, no, I'm not talking... Those are like the chocolate ones. I'm just talking about just the plain jelly beans, like you can get any other time of year, but I don't know, they just taste different. Popcorn, ew, earwax. Yeah, gross. black peppers for jelly flavors. Oh man, I really want some of those jelly beans. If it was earlier in the day, like if it was 11 a.m., I'd probably give in. But, you know, not now. All right, so I got a couple little leaves in there popping from behind this leaf. I think that's enough. So I'm gonna weave in my, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll jump up there. We'll do a few more. I'm gonna just do a straight jump. I'm gonna put in the rest of the back stitches. I think I'll have enough for that. I'm gonna go a little closer to here. But then I think we'll probably call it for the night. I am going to go ahead though and stitch these other two ferns in just because I want to get this guy done. And you know what? I might only do one more. I might only do 4. But yeah, I want to wrap this up tonight so I can take a cute photo of them for my 7 and we can start fresh on Sunday tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new block, guys. The next Splendid Sampler block. I have no idea what it's going to be. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be piecing, or did they show like a little preview on the Facebook page? I haven't seen yet, but I wonder if it's going to be piecing or applique or what. I don't know. Maybe more embroidery. I doubt it'll be more embroidery though, because we just did an embroidered one, but who knows? I don't know. I can't believe we're doing 100 of these blocks. That's just amazing. All right, let's trim that. I know, and we're not even a 10th of the way through. Isn't that crazy? All right, let's tuck this in. I know, Cora, how different the blocks are. That has been so fun. Like, I love going to the Facebook page and just seeing what everyone does for the blocks. The way people put together different colors and, you know, different patterns and just the different lights and darks of the fabric. It's just all fascinating. Or like, you know, some people are using batiks and some are using like 30s reproductions and, you know, just how many different looks you can get from the same pattern. It's really kind of fascinating. All right, let's call it there, guys. So we did this. I'm gonna go ahead and put in these leaves here. And I don't know, maybe we will do one more hanging out this way. I'll have to see. But I'll do that tonight as well. I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. And we'll lay out all the blocks tomorrow again too when we start the next one. And then we finish this tonight. Yay. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around. Flip. Hey there again, guys. Yay, we finished. I'm so happy. This guy was so fun to do. I'm really glad that we finished him up. And guys, if you wanted to watch the replay again, we took the embroidery stabilizer off this and kind of explained how to do that.